our world. And this person is running for city council, and I cannot wait to vote for them because I am a big, big fan of Marti Cummings! Come on! Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo! No, not that one. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo! Where's the red one? I don't know. Fine.
Hey! Beep, 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 beep. Oh my God, I peed 3 times since I got here 15 minutes ago because my cincher is so goddamn tight and I have to pee again, but that's okay. Oh shit. Oh my God, I got this cincher on sale on Amazon, so it's the wrong size, but I'm a bargain shopper, so I was like,
where is it cinching? Is it your waist?
Yeah, because I got the hip pad, so we gotta get that womanly figure.
Yeah. Well, you look spectacular.
Yeah,
you look
I did a
beautiful.
show earlier, and I jumped, and my boob went whoo, and fell out of my. Never have your boob ever fall out? Okay, and it just popped right out. What a blessing.
That happens to me a lot.
Happy to be here. I want that fucking mouse pad.
I know everybody does. It's really a hot commodity. You have very smooth skin, and I'm touching you probably inappropriately. Anyway,
no, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
So tell me about your run for city council. When are we going to be voting?
Yeah. So this is my 3rd event of the night also, so I'm very happy to be closing it out with you. So I had my regular Tuesday show before this, but before that, we had an event for my city council campaign where I got my first 2 endorsements from 2 people who are in the city council now, Danny Drum and Jimmy Van Bramer. I love them. And so that was super exciting. But I'm not I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not really a traditional candidate. And my catchphrase is, I may be dressed like this, but I'm not clowning around. I'm really excited. The election, the primary, it's an open seat. In New York City, we have 51 city council members, and coming up in the 2021 election is the citywide cycle where the mayor is term limited, and the borough presidents, and the comptroller, and then 38 of the city council seats are up for election because they're term limited. So where I live on one. I won't tell you. I'm not going to tell you my address, but I live in Hamilton Heights, so my district is District 7, which is 96th Street to 165th on the west side. Yeah, and I'm running because one of the things that's happening with the term limits is the 5 members of the LGBTQ caucus are termed out. So theoretically, we could have no queer representation. And I think if we're not at the table, then we're on the menu. So we have to be at the table. And listen, I don't know what's going to happen in 2020. We could either have like a great blue wave that sweeps this country, and we got to keep that progressive wave going, or we could get, which I hope, or we could get 4 more years of Trump, and that's scary. And the way to combat that, the way to combat that, in my mind, is to really start from the bottom to the top. We have 9 million people live in New York City. We have 51 city council members, and we have a budget of $93 billion. That's more than most states and more than some countries. So the legislative body on the local level in New York really is influential for what happens, not only in this city, but in this country. The councilors influence Albany, and Albany helps to influence other legislative bodies. So this is a big deal. We have a housing crisis in this city. We have 80,000 homeless people on the street. We have people like Jeff Bezos who are buying $80 million apartments, and he's not even going to live in it full time, and he's not getting taxed on that. So what does that do to our city? It raises the rents, gets people pushed out onto the street or out of their neighborhoods. We have a housing crisis, and we need to fix it. We need to be a city that fights for all people, not just the wealthy. And that's why I'm running. We also, this is, a lot of people don't know this, we have one of the most segregated school systems in the country. In New York City, it's 2020, and we're still dealing with segregated school systems, which to me is just like what the And we also, my mom's a teacher, and I look at classrooms that have 30 plus kids in it, and there's a lot of kids who aren't going to get the attention that they need, And so why are we overcrowding classrooms? Because we want to have a statistic and say we did this much? No, the statistic should be we're getting kids the education they deserve. So we need to lower the classroom sizes, build more schools. If we're going to have $80 million apartment, tax it and put that money back into the school system. My name on the ballot, huh? Yeah, so we gotta get this shit on the ballot, bitch. So on the ballot, it will be under my married name, Marti Allen Cummings, which is wild. But it's really good for that. Actually, like sometimes I try to make dinner reservations, like it's under Allen Cumming, and they're like, Okay. And then I show up and they're like, the fuck? But I'm really excited for this run. There's 11 people running in my race. We have the most individual donors out of anybody, and we raised $200,000. And I believe we can win this because it's a grassroots movement. We're going to go block by block and fight for the people. So if you live in that district, talk to me. If you don't live in that district, find out who's running in your community and support the candidate that you think is going to best represent you, because there's no time to not vote anymore. Our country is at a crossroads of either going down a road of destruction or finding hope and love and peace, and that's what we have to fight for. And now I'm gonna do a really stupid fucking song.
Go ahead, do a stupid song, Marti Gould Cummings!
So